The lesson.
Oh yeah.
Talking about Sydney, Adelaide, and we've talked about Sydney, Melbourne. I remember when Delta battled Hyjak at the Battle for Supremacy, and I think that was held in Melbourne, and that was the final of the battle. Now, J-Red was on the decks, and I think this was early 2000s. Do you remember the battle, and did you have chats with Hyjak either before or after the battle?
I can't. I don't remember having chats before it. I do remember. I don't remember the battle specific. I remember parts of it. Man, it's so hard going back to that far. But I think there's a reason why Delta beat Jack. It's very simple, right? No, let me rephrase that. I think there's a reason why Jack lost, because I don't know Delta's world. I think Jack got too complacent with being the new kid on the block that can just burn. You know what I mean? I saw. I don't think he really. He was. I think he had that thinking that he was just going to go in. It was just going to be an easy, clean sweep. It's like, nah, man. Never, ever underestimate your component ever. And that's what I was thinking at the time. It's just like, don't ever get complacent. And I'm guilty of that too, by the way. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of being complacent at some point, thinking just because you're like really, people are going gangbusters about you, and it was so easy to take out the competition a year ago or two. It does not mean there's like 5 other kids that are going, F this guy, I'm going to slaughter him next year. And that's one thing I think I've also learned, that you can just never get complacent. You have to always fight. And it happens a lot with the old school DJs, by the way. Okay? You're not going to be number one forever, and you've got to let go as well to get other blood in. So the way I look at things is, with that battle, he lost, rightfully so, but he lost to another guy who's just as good, just had a different type of night. They're both amazing MCs, and I think, when you look at it, it's like, you had the Delta camp, and then you had the Hyjak camp, and everybody was dissing Delta's camp, and everybody, who gives a... When you look at it, back at it now, it sounds really stupid. But again, people are fighting for pole position. Of course there's going to be emotion involved. Of course there's going to be, all that. So it's just part of life. It's nature. It's like, it's Darwinian principle. It's like, it's survival of the fittest. Whoever survives and can adapt in that environment will win. So it's about adaptability. You know what I mean? I can slam you when it's on a street corner, or I can slam you in front of 5,000 people. Different story. Some people can't handle crowds like that, and they buckle. So, fortunately, Jack won that one before, and Delta won this one. So that's the way I really look at it. Don't get all cut out of shape. And I don't think they did. And Delta's another guy that I really respect and always kicked it with as well. So, and I hanged out with Jack. So it's... to me, the MC role, I don't give a fucking shit about that stuff. All you fucking can get fucked. When you cross over the DJ world, then we can talk.
The lesson.
Oh yeah.